In this video, we're going to go over the template for assignment 8.2, the Journal Article Review Final Project. Once again, you do not have to use the templates, it's just an option. You're welcome to use the prompt in the module and follow the rubric instructions and write an essay type paper. But if you want to fill in this template, that's what we're going to go over today. What's great about this final assignment is if you did well in the prior journal assignments, you can just copy and paste a lot of that material from the prior templates to today. So hopefully, if you were given the opportunity to revise your work, you went back and did that and got a high point level, so then you feel comfortable copying and pasting your work from your prior submissions. If I were you, I would pause this recording and go ahead and open your other submissions for articles. It should be in weeks 2, weeks 5, and 6. You should have article or journal article assignments. If you use the template, you'll just be able to copy and paste. So here, again, you're not going to alter this template other than to fill in the answers. Don't modify the table properties at all. So first you're going to put your name, okay? And just like before, you're going to write article pair 1, 2, or 3. If you go all the way to the end, you'll see the list of articles, the same list that we've been doing. Just pick the one that you've been doing. Okay, don't pick a different set. And here for the citations, you're literally just going to cut and paste the citation from the bottom of the page, from the bottom of the assignment here, and then the second article right here. Okay. Now let's look through these questions. We have here, what is the general topic of these articles and why is the topic relevant to public health? If you go back to your first template for the journal assignments, look what we have. We have what is the general topic of these articles and then why is the topic relevant to public health? So if you did well on your prior work, you can just copy and paste those answers. Okay. Now let's go down to, we have how can biostatistics inform the decision making? Again, go back to your second template. Okay, how can biostatistics inform decision making? Question 6. Okay. And the same thing goes for question 8 on this template and question 9 and 10. They're split up in your second template. There's split up questions. How can the first article be used? And then how can the second article be used? Okay, that's all questions 9 and 10 are. Okay, so up to now, up till 10, you can just cut and paste from your first template from week 2. Now, 11 and 12 are what are the major findings of each article? Well, if you go to your template from week 5, okay, question 4, what are the major findings of the first article? And then if you go later on, what are the major findings of the second article? Okay, so that's further on down your template 5, right? Your second article. Template 5 kind of breaks it up, everything for the first article and everything for the second article. But if you just go down, I mean, word for word, the questions are the same. Okay. And then what statistical methods did you choose? If you go to your week 6 work, there's a question that says, what statistical methods did the authors choose? You can just copy and paste. Okay. Why did the authors choose the statistical techniques above 15 and 16? Okay, again, back to your week 6 template here for your journal. It's there. Just copy and paste. Now we have to look at differences or similarities in the statistical methods. Again, okay, if we go to week 6, 13, 14, and 15 are similarities and differences. And as you imagine, strengths and weaknesses also from week 6. Strengths and weaknesses. Now then, for the last 2 questions of your template, first of your conclusion is 2 parts. Discuss the implications of the research. Basically, what should professionals do going forward? Not researchers, but a professional in the field. If this is their field, how can they use this information? What should they now do? Okay, if they've read this article and believe what it says, they believe the results. What should they do going forward? It doesn't have to be a lengthy discussion. 1 or 2 sentences will suffice, but be very specific about an action. Don't just say, oh, they should just be informed now. A specific action that they should do going forward. And then finally, the last question is discuss areas for future research. Based on this work, what's a logical conclusion of a next project for a researcher now? Not a practitioner, but a researcher. Okay. So you can see, and 24 actually is very similar to the last question in the 6. Give an example of how a healthcare professional could use the findings in each article in a professional setting. If you answered it in that way, using a professional setting from week 6, you can pretty much use a similar statement here going forward. This one just combines both articles. You're discussing them together. Okay. So there's actually hardly anything new for this submission if you've done the work along the way. That's why I stress so hard. Make sure you do a good job along the way, because then we're combining everything at the end, which is exactly what we just did. So this should probably want to be one of your shortest journal assignments if you did a good job in the weeks prior. All right. Hopefully this will help you maximize the number of points you earn on this journal final project.